Hello everyone, and once again, a warm welcome back to the DrMBalmer channel. So, yeah, it was a while since the last video, and I'm sorry about that. I really wanted to make more videos sooner, but I've been traveling a bit, so unfortunately I had to prioritize some other things first. However, with that said, we're back. And well, so what's this video about? Is it about this one? Well, actually, it was supposed to be more about this one, which is well, the USB dongle for the HP975 wireless keyboard. So a user, I will put up some information pane here or down here maybe regarding this request, but yeah, viewer, I should say, a viewer of the channel who watched the HP975 videos where I compare it to the Logitech MX Keys keyboard. Really wanted a picture or a video of this dongle, since the user bought the keyboard off of eBay, I think, and without the dongle. So in order to get the correct one, I suppose. And once I had a look at this, I realized that, well, yeah, you can see some things here, right? And I think this is the right dongle. Is it HP? I don't know. We have some model number and stuff, but it's very tiny. I have a new cutting mat here. We can see that if these are centimeters, I hope they are, then this is pretty much 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter, or 1.2, and maybe half a centimeter thick. Yeah, something like that. So it's very tiny. So why couldn't we combine the request for this video, which would be very short, with just a picture of this one from different angles, but why can't we combine that with this one, a review or a look at least at this thing that I got not too long ago? I received this, but then, like I said, I had some traveling and stuff so to do, and well, now would be a good time. It's a Digital Microscope, and there's a label in scam. I hope this is not just a misprint of scam. So it's supposed to be, yeah, a digital microscope to zoom in on tiny things. Well, it says education, observations of the microcosm, engineering, integrated circuits, microprinting, production, quality control, hammered metalwork, hobby, model making, stamp collecting. Fair enough. It has supposedly a 2-inch IPS screen with 2 million lens pixels and 8 bright LED lights. It supports computer use. It has 500 times magnification and 400 milliamp hours supposed battery. Yeah, so 2 megapixels, 500 times magnification, image format JPEG, and video format AVI. So you can record videos, I suppose, of your endeavors. But there's something, well, it says something here as well. 3.7 volts by battery, and yeah, but I believe we have some more information under this label, which they let's see here. Maybe we got something here. Fixed focus 0 millimeters. Light source 8 LED. Battery capacity 400 milliamp hours. Operating time 1.5 hours. Charging time 1.5 hours. Windows 7, 8, 10, 11. Mac OS. And black or white, it doesn't say, so I think this is a black one. So basically this unit, let's open it up. See what's inside. First of all, we got a hair. It's yeah, we got a booklet. We have a USB-C cable and the unit itself with a nice strap for your hand. So the unit itself, sorry, I was making some noise. So the unit itself, I bought it from TEMU, and it cost about, oh, it was maybe 17, 16, 7, it varies a bit, but around 16 US dollars equivalent, up to maybe 18 US dollars. But I've seen that it does, you can get it for basically free if you plan to buy other stuff, because if you put it in your basket and then, you know, TEMU sends out some promotion messages all the time, and they actually did put this on the promotion page where I could get it for free if I then spent maybe 45-50 US dollars equivalent on other things, you know. So if you're planning to buy other things for 40-50 US dollars anyway, and you wait for promotion, having this in your basket, in a shopping cart, then you might get it for free, so to speak. Right, so what do we have here? Well, first of all, we can see here we have an analog magnifying glass. Let's try that out first. Let's just put this there. It's a bit hard here with the lighting. Yeah, I suppose it does show something. Let me find it. It's upside down, I think. Yeah, it's not through the camera, it's not too great. It's better to my eyes, so this does work. I can read this fine imprint here pretty good, but that's not the main feature of this. We have some lens, and we have some cap or stuff to, so we don't scratch the lens, I suppose, and get the correct focus length. And then we have some LEDs here. We have a 5 volt 1 amp input. We have a micro SD card slot. We can save our videos and images to. Reset button, I suppose. Plus and minus, maybe for magnification or light output. Camera symbol, I suppose that is. Take a still picture, maybe, and then maybe a menu button. And then we have a nice peel. So let's do the peel. Oh, this just sort of came loose. Well, I'm not sure. Now there's some sticky stuff here. You can see it. Yeah, we can remove it if we manage. Oh yeah. Good peel. Some sticky residue here now, but... And then we got a power button. So let's have a look what the manual says. English, about 10 pages long. So please fully charge the device before first use. Do not just charge directly with the PC. Please choose a 5V 1A adapter. Interesting. This product is complex to use, so please read this manual in detail to understand how to operate the microscope before using it. That's interesting. For the first use, please format the memory card. This product does not require adjusting the focal length. When using it, the surface of the object to be observed must be flat or to achieve a clear image. The device cannot accurately read the microscope magnification. It's a combination of digital and optical magnification microscope. Specific magnification effect is subject to the actual picture taken. Please not touch the lens or other optical parts with your hands, as this may result in blurred images and affect the image quality. Do not disassemble the product or its components to avoid abnormal use of the device. Right, 2-inch IPS display, power button, optical magnifier, charging port, transflash card slot, reset hole, charge indicator light, plus button, minus button, or capture, capture button there, review button. Maybe you can watch your pictures. So, button functions explained. Power button, on, off, confirm. While powered off, long press power on. In any interface, long press power off. In review mode, long press review button. Then short press to confirm deletion after the delete icon appears. So in review mode, long press review button, then short press confirm deletion after delete icon appears. Okay. Review button. In observation mode, short press enter review. In review mode, short press exit review. In review mode, long press to display delete icon. If a new storage card is inserted and formatting information appears, long press confirm card formatting. Okay, so if you long press the review button, it will be confirm card formatting. Capture button. In observation mode, short press capture. In observation mode, long press record, maybe, short press to end recording. Okay, so a quick short press will capture just an image. If we long press, the capture button will record a video. Short press to end recording, and in review mode, short press to exit review. Up button, zoom out, adjust light, brightness, previous image. In observation mode, short press zoom out. In observation mode, okay. Right, we can have a look at that. Charging indicator light. When charging, the indicator light is solid red, and when fully charged, solid green. Reset hole. In case of abnormal freezing of the microscope, use a fine-pointed object to poke this hole to force shutdown. I suppose they know they have a bug where this freezes. TF card slot supports a maximum 64 GB memory card. Please use C10 or above high-speed cards. Charging port supports charging and data transmission. Right. Model introduction. 3 modes. Device observation mode. Connect to computer for simultaneous charging and usage. But they said we shouldn't connect it to computer to charge it. I think they said, right? Do not charge directly via the PC. Okay. Memory card reading mode. Connect to computer for TF reading, writing, and formatting. Okay, so you can connect it via USB to a computer. Computer observation mode. Connect to a computer and use through computer software for a more intuitive large screen experience. Now that's interesting. Device observation mode. Connect the microscope to a computer via USB data cable. Select device observation mode. Then press the confirm button to use the device while charging. Memory card reading modes. This product comes with a built-in storage space, capable of storing approximately 100 photos. Insert a personal storage card to shoot videos. Photos stored internally cannot be read by other devices for security reasons. If additional storage is needed, please use a personal storage card. Supports up to 64 GB. Connect microscope to the computer via USB cable. Select memory card reading mode and press the confirm button if you want to read the memory card. Computer observation mode. Note, when using computer observation mode, some function buttons of the device will be unavailable, which is normal. In computer observation mode, the device will display a black screen, which is normal and not a product issue. After connection, if the software displays no image, try repeatedly plugging and unplugging the USB cable, data cable, or plug the cable into the USB port at the back of the computer. Windows systems. For Windows 7, 8, Windows 10, Windows 10, I suppose the same with the 11. For Windows 10 system, search directly for the software Windows Camera. Note, please disable the default laptop camera in Windows, and you must change the camera's privacy settings, which is needed for allowing access. Or download the application Smart Camera for your computer. The following link. Okay. Connect the USB cable supplied with the microscope to the USB port on the back of the computer case. Press and hold the power button. Turn on the device to select enter PC camera mode. Different software is recommended for different Windows systems. Please download the appropriate software for your system. Okay, so we should be able to download some sketchy software. Okay, some troubleshooting. Memory card formatting. Alright. Technical parameters. Troubleshooting. Right. Okay, but let's have this page open. I'll place it here and let's just try to turn this on and see what happens. So let's see how the text here. Yeah, it's better when you're just looking through your eyes and not through the camera, but it works. Well, let's turn this on. Oh, hello. it's supposed to be turned this way around, I suppose. So what do we have? Light mode 3, I think. No memory card. Battery level 1x. Zoom level. Oh, this is pretty nice actually. We can have a look at how text is printed on a printer or something and see if it's good or bad. Right. So we have the plus button here. What happens then? 2x, 3x, 4x. That's maximum. Right. Actually, the display is not bad. And so I can go to the minus button to zoom out again. Right. If I hold the plus button, nothing happens. If I hold the minus button, nothing happens, really. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, it does happen. So the light output is on 1 now. So this is the LED slit in light output mode 1. Let's try to increase this. Yes, this is 2. This is 3. And that seems to be the maximum. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Not bad at all. Let's have a look at this. Cutting board. Yeah. Yeah, we can find some imperfections. Right. So let's try this one then. Let's go to zoom level 1. Oh, look at that. Model STA AD01. We'll have some text here. So yeah, right, HP ink. So this is the HP USB dongle. How great. This is just a black plastic. Alright. What does it say here? It's upside down, I think. Yeah, here we have the keyboard and mouse symbols. There we get some focus. Here it's a bit harder to read. I believe it says Germany. Maybe we should... Yeah, Germany, I think. But of course, this is a reflective surface as well, the USB stuff here, so yeah. Okay, let's try something else. Let's bring in the carbon filter. It's very black, so it's hard to see much. Maybe a lot stronger light. But this is not bad, actually. solder, yeah. What does that look like? Yeah. I mean, we can have a look at braided USB cable. There we go. Let's see if we can zoom in further. Yeah, a bit hard to get focus on the cable, but sure. I mean, this is pretty cool actually. Not bad. And if we long press, we turn it off. That's good. I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse for those kind of money. Or for that kind of money. A pretty handy device, I think. Looking at some chips and see what numbers they have on them printed, and you can supposedly record and take pictures. So let's yeah, well, basically I hope you who requested some pictures or video of this one, the USB dongle, I hope the correct information has reached you and that you can find one of these somewhere. Yeah, let's see. I only found a very old Nokia micro SD card at 128 megabytes. It's pretty old and not very fast, so let's see how it handles that one. I hope it's this way around. Yeah, let's turn it on and see what happens. Would it like to format it? We should enter, if we press the menu button here, maybe, long press, was it? Nothing happened. No short press, no photos or videos. Okay. What did I have to do to... let's see here. Card formatting. If a storage card is inserted and formatting information appears, long press confirm card formatting. Okay, it should appear automatically. Maybe the device has to be turned on to format. It says no SD card. Still. Okay. Maybe that card isn't too happy. Or should we have it the other way around? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Well, still it says no SD card here. Not easy to see here, but okay. Right, but let's try to take a picture of something. we have the camera button over here, so I will. It has some built-in storage for 100 photos, it said. So let's just focus here a bit, and yeah, I don't know, did it take a picture? Yeah, it did. And then I suppose we can yeah, we can leave the photo mode by pressing the menu button, pressing short again. We can get here, and then let's take another picture. So we have one long word, and then we have one word that let's see here, C10, right. Yep, there was a little symbol for a short time there saying the picture was taken. So let's go to photo mode, C10, yeah, and then we can go back and forth. And to delete, long press review button, then short press to confirm. Okay, long press on the long and confirm with this one. So now we should only have one, yeah. And then I can once again long press this one. It asks if we want to trash the image. We confirm with the power button, no photos or videos. And by the menu button or the review button, we can go back to camera mode. So, but I need to find another SD card. This one wasn't very suitable. Give me a moment. Right, so in my search for another SD card, I found two. The first one is a Kingston one at 8 GB micro SDHC class 4. The other one is a Samsung Evo Plus. Yeah, what does it say? Maybe we should use this one actually, now that we actually have it. So yeah, maybe we should turn them. This one, okay. I have to find it as well. Right, so Evo Plus micro SDXC card, UHS 1 class 3, or yeah, this one, the Samsung one should be faster. Right, and the Kingston one, yeah, this is black, white on black, so it's easier to see. Yeah, you can see pretty nicely some stuff. Taiwan. Let's see what gold looks like. Where is it? There we have it. Yeah, you can see where the insertions have scraped off a bit off of the gold. Maybe over there, yeah. Okay, but we're out of focus here. Go there, we can see them where the contacts mate with the pins. So yeah, but they look fine, I think. Right, let's insert the Kingston one first at 8 GB. Oh, now it actually changed. It doesn't. It's hard to show on camera because Yeah, but now there's a green tick mark instead of a red cross, I think it was. So it must have identified something. So how do we format this? Do we need to format it, or is it already correctly formatted? Let's go to menu mode. It's not asking for formatting. Maybe we can use it straight off the bat. So to record a video, right, it says in observation mode, long press record. So let's try to record a video. Long press the button with the camera. Yeah, now we're recording some video. So then we can get stuck here. Okay. Button. Right. Right, any interface. Long press. Power off. And then we can zoom in. And zoom out, still works, yeah. And then to end, short press to end recording on the capture button. So let's say we're pretty satisfied with this, and we short press, and we got a green tick mark there. We have lost one battery indicator light, so it's half charged now. Right, pressing the review button. Yeah, it says there's a play button here, so let's try to play. Is it this one? Yeah. So you can see that it's the video playing. That's awfully neat, actually. Very handy. And how do you pause it? No, this exits. Okay, so let's go here. And if we long press, it should ask to delete. We can confirm. No photos or videos. Right. Okay. But let's record a new video, and we'll see what happens when you connect it to a computer. This time around, let's see what we can. Maybe this cardboard box. So we press the camera button a long time. We're recording. Yeah, we can see some fibers and stuff. Let's see if we can decrease lighting. Okay, now it's too dim, maybe. No, it's too much, perhaps. Let's refocus here. Yeah. And let's try to zoom in. Yeah, this is the maximum zoom. Okay. some tape here. It doesn't appear any good way. Well, right, let's turn the recording off. Short pressing. We got a green tick mark there. We can press the review button, and we can watch the video by pressing this one. I suppose we can pause there as well. Yeah, play again. Yeah, pretty cool device. I am positively surprised. So we haven't yet checked the battery capacity, but we'll have to let it discharge for that, and then try to charge it up. So okay, let's take a picture as well. Maybe it looks like this. Right, and then we go here and we can scroll with the plus and minus buttons between videos, and yeah. Okay, it will be interesting to see what happens when you plug it into a computer. So let's do that next. Yeah, I shall bring in a laptop or something, and we shall investigate. Okay, so we have moved over to my test bench PC. Regular viewers of the channel may recognize this setup. We haven't done any GPU overclocking for a very long time. Maybe we should do some of that and see if we can beat some more Time Spy and Firestrike records, right? World records for the GPU CPU combination, that is, of course, not globally, and not just the record of all times, but CPU GPU combination. So I'm using this test bench PC to, well, connect the microscope to it. I have downloaded the camera app over here, and as instructed in the manual. So first of all, the included USB cable isn't very long, but we'll try it anyway to see if it works, just to make sure that this isn't just charging cable, but an actual cable for data transmission. And I've connected it to the microscope now, and let's I will try to connect it to the PC here. Right. So yeah, the cable is very short. The device is upside down currently. So at the moment I don't see any prompts. Well, let's start the camera app. Cannot connect the IP camera, please check. Okay. Also, the battery symbol here, if I can focus on it, it doesn't show that it's charging, and I don't see a charge light here. So let's try to plug it in one more time. No, we actually lost one battery indicator light. Okay, is it the PC or what's going on? Let me try to unplug another USB device and plug this in again. I plugged it into another USB port, but so far nothing really happened. Let me Is it drawing too much power? Because now I lost my keyboard functionality. Keyboard is connected to the same USB port. Let's see here. I maybe overloaded the USB port. I will remove all USB devices and reconnect it. No. Still nothing. Let's turn it off. Basically it seems like I removed the power from the mouse and power. I removed the USB dongles. So let me put them back in with one hand. No, nothing. This USB port isn't happy anymore, so I will have to try to, maybe I can put it here. I believe the USB controller was overloaded and crashed. No, I'm not getting any output anymore from any USB port. So that's a thing that can happen when you plug this in. It's, I suppose, the USB ports crash. So what do you do then? So I do have such a device, which is basically an internal USB 3 header to two USB 3 ports, and I believe I do have one USB 3 internal header here. So let's attempt to connect this. Yeah, seems like that worked at least. Let's try to take the Logitech USB receiver out. And connect it here. Ooh, we got a sound at least. So maybe that one hasn't failed, and I can control. I have control again. So set up and ready. Let's check device manager. Yes, we have one failed thing here. USB. So disable device. Yes. Enable device. Okay, now it's enabled again. So let's see if this mouse works. It does. Right. So now I will disconnect the Logitech. Let's put it in here. Those two receivers don't draw too much power, I hope. Right, and this one, maybe we should connect it to this one. Then we should get 1 amp from the USB 3 socket, I think, or USB 3 header. But this this short cable is just too short, so I have to take another one. Right, I have a longer USB lead here, so let's try that one. Minding that no cables should get stuck in a fan. Like that. And now let's try to okay, we're charging. Let's turn it on. Now we'll get a different story here. Device observation mode, computer observation mode. So we can move with the plus and minus. Computer observation mode. Confirm. Right. Setting up a device, it says. HD video. Memory cards, okay, but we don't need that right now. HD video is set up and ready to go. Okay, let's hope so. Now let's try this again. Open the camera app. Oh, look at that. We have a picture. So let's refocus here. Can we go into full screen mode maybe? Yeah, full screen mode. So I'm moving this about, and we're yeah, the only thing is the USB cable is a bit, if it was yeah, if it was wireless, I mean, it would be easier, because now if the USB cable puts some tension on the lead, it won't maybe stay in place. But okay, I mean, it works. We can get a nice picture here. Let's try to zoom in a bit. But you see, as soon as I move around, it moves around a bit because of the USB lead, and well, it moves. So let's try to okay, I can't zoom in, it seems. Maybe through the software. You can press escape. We can of course take a photo. Yeah, we got a photo there. Right. That's pretty cool. Record video. Let's record some video. We'll move about a bit here. Follow this line, okay. And we press stop. Will it appear? Yeah, it did. And we have let's see here. We have photos, videos, so I can double click this maybe. Yeah, let's go with whatever. Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. Settings. Okay, what do we have here? Device, HD video, video format default, MJPEG, high quality. We can choose some codec and stuff. Audio, does it record audio? Record audio, maybe through the computer then, I suppose. Interval snap, we can take a picture every second or so. Security settings, camera Wi-Fi AP settings, but this isn't the Wi-Fi camera, so I suppose it won't work. Advanced settings, yeah, okay. But I can't zoom in, it seems. Yeah, so we have some settings, but okay. I mean, this is the surface of the mouse button here. See some kind of residues and stuff. Yeah, I think this little device will come in handy. Let's check the keyboard here. Sure, let's check the this is the touchpad. It's a bit off focus because it doesn't really fit here. Let's check the mouse pad. The structure of that one. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so let's actually bring in the HP device here. It's upside down, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So let's have a look here. Yeah. HP Inc. So yeah, pretty cool device. But regarding this USB dongle, this is what it looks like. I hope it can be of use for you, that it helped you in any way. So and you had the model number. We can see if we can find it once again using our little microscope. Model STA-AD01. Yes. All right. So we have done two things today. This one has been uncovered and inspected, and then we have this device, which well, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But considering you can get this for free if you buy some other stuff on TEMU, and let's say you're buying some stuff anyway, or if you just want this one and you buy it for what is it, 16 to 18 US dollars equivalent, just search handheld digital microscope with the keyword of in-scam. I don't think this is a scam. Then it's pretty good. But let's close this one and disconnect the camera. What happens when we disconnect the camera? It goes back into its usual mode. So that's good. I want to see, like, discharge the battery and then see how much, how many milliamps you can push into it. But while this is discharging, oh yeah, let's have a look at the pixels. That's always fun. Let's try to zoom in a bit as well. I will. Yeah, we'll see the subpixels and stuff. Let's move over to having a look at some icons. Right. It's a bit hard to get the image is pretty sharp on the on the device itself, but it becomes a bit blurry on camera, even though I'm trying to focus. So maybe I should move back a bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Furmark. Let's have a look at that one. Benchmarks says that wasn't Furmark. Oh well. Anyway, it's a fun thing to play around with, if nothing else. But it is very useful, I think. Like I said, yeah. Well, this charges. So let's conclude our review of this. I mean, for the money, you can get a microscope with a decent magnification. Okay, it's fixed focus, of course, and everything. You can zoom in at least. Yeah, you can zoom in on this device, and then once it's connected to the computer, I didn't really find the possibility to do so, but you get a large display, however large your computer monitor is. This is a 15.6 inch display. And yeah, it's pretty lightweight, with a bias of to the front here where the electronics are. And you get both a digital and an analog optical lens. The buttons and the card reading seems to work fine, except for the very old Nokia card from some very old feature phone. Regarding battery time, I haven't really recorded the battery time, I don't know, but I mean, considering its size and depending on the light output setting on this, of course, it can't be. There are limits to the battery life. You have a screen here that draws some power. You have 8 LEDs, right? Which you can also adjust the brightness setting of. And then if you're also recording video, then of course that will draw some more power. So maybe we should record some video just to make it draw more power. Yeah. So it's not bad. I think that for the money, this is like a very good deal. I would buy another one for sure. It's a pretty cool device. But okay, before we end this video, I will pause and then once the battery has been drained, we shall attempt to charge it and see just how many milliamps we can push into it, and see if we are anywhere near the 400 milliamp hours. But yeah, so hang on a moment for that. Alright, so the device did finally turn off, and I played around a bit with it, and I saw that of course when you're recording a video, it draws a lot more power than when it's just you know, showing the contents. Yeah, it didn't last maybe, I don't know, 10 50 minutes, but from where we were, and the battery had basically 2 bars at that point. So I suppose that the 1.5 hours that they state on the box, both for operating time and charge time, that's maybe in best case scenario with everything turned off, you know, no SD card drawing power, no write to the SD card, you're not recording video, maybe you have the lowest LED setting and stuff like that. And the battery is full, of course, when you start, so maybe you can reach somewhere near that. But also another thing that I noticed, so when the battery is low, it turns red. There's only one red bar, and also there's a message saying low power, and it flashes a bit. I didn't get it on video, but yeah, you basically get a message saying low power. And yeah, also I noticed another thing, and that is that there's a maximum length for recording video, and then it starts loop recording or create a new file, and that's 4 minutes, I think it was. So that's good to know, just that you can't have infinite recording basically to the SD card. But I think that 4 minutes for a device like this is probably fine. I mean, if you're looking at a specific thing, then maybe you want to record that like a 15-20 second video, maximum 1 minute or something like that. So yeah, nice thing. So now let's actually charge the device up and see what kind of battery capacity we get. So let's do that now. Right, so I have prepared for some charging test, and well, currently I'm charging my phone, so move this, put it in another slot, and reset this. A bit of space issues. Okay, so let's use the included USB lead that came with the device itself to get the full-on experience, so to speak. And that's odd. This lead seems a bit sketchy. Maybe that was why the... Oh yeah, it's a bit hot, actually. It is. Yeah. You know what, this is... well, this meter actually shows an issue, and that's perhaps why the test bench PC shut off the USB ports where I connected this lead. Because look what happens, the display goes dim and it draws like 6 amps or something. Have a look at that. See? And the lead, yeah, it's a bit warm to the touch. I only had it a few seconds, but I can feel it. Yes, it's warming up. So I wouldn't use this. It's shorting out. Very interesting. Okay, so we will not use this, and this is of course somewhat lowers the overall product rating, maybe. Of course the USB lead can be replaced, as I will do now. I will throw this away and it's not the end of the world, but if you don't notice this and you plug it into a USB charger, then yeah, it will most likely become very hot unless you have some safety mechanism in your charger or something. So yeah, this lead will have to go. Unfortunately, yeah, very sad to see that. Let's take another short USB lead that came with some product. Let's see how this behaves. I will reset this. Now this doesn't show any current being drawn yet, which is a huge improvement over the other lead. So let's connect this. And the battery was completely empty, or it auto shut off. We're drawing half an amp at 5 volts, so about 2.6 watts. 3 milliamp hours, and yeah, the display is showing something. So yeah, let's leave it to it. But yeah, so I would highly advise, not only with this product, but if you get products from TEMU and AliExpress, you know, the leads that come with them, don't just plug them in and walk away, even if it's not connected to anything. I didn't have the black lead that was included. I didn't have it connected to the device itself. It was open-ended, so to speak, and it drew a lot of current. So there was an internal short somewhere, and yeah. So basically, do use some type of cheap USB testing device like this. Plug in everything in the first time, at least, through such a device, to see if it just behaves normally. The device itself, the charging, and the cable lead, the USB lead, or I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we can see it also reached 27 degrees inside of this unit somewhere pretty quickly. So with the short, because it's not 27 degrees here, it's about 22 in this room for ambient. Okay, but let's leave it to it and see how many milliamp hours we can get into this cell. So we're charging nicely here, still half an amp, and half an hour has passed, almost. So it's pretty stable at 2.6 watts. 256 milliamp hours. So we're more than halfway there. If the battery is 400 milliamp hours. However, if that's the case, that the battery is 400 milliamp hours, then a charge rate of more than 1C at 500 milliamps. Sorry. Well, it's not catastrophic, but it's a bit on the high side, maybe for the size of the battery, if it is 400 milliamp hours. But it's okay. I mean, half an amp, yeah, sure. Maybe not the best for a 400 milliamp hour battery, but I suppose it's okay. So yeah, half an hour has passed. Let's keep going and see how things develop. Thing worthy of note. It seems that let me zoom in a bit. So we have surpassed the 400 milliamp hours by more than 25%, at 530 milliamp hours now, and still charging at half an amp. Of course, we should remember that this device has its display on. It's turned on, showing this battery symbol, and since this is an IPS display, I suppose it draws a bit of power. I mean, it's not a huge display, but maybe it draws a watt or something, or half a watt, I don't know. Which of course will affect these figures we see. So for instance, the charge current maybe isn't half an amp straight into the cell. A part of it might actually be going to drive the display here. And in the same way, then the accumulated milliamp hours here, some of them are used directly or indirectly via the cell inside. It's drawing current, I mean, to display this animation. So I suppose that maybe we're charging at a rate of, I don't know, 350 milliamp hours maybe, and maybe we have actually charged the cell with 350 milliamp hours then after 1 hour. So just over an hour has passed, and if this is correct in saying that it takes 1.5 hours to charge it, then of course maybe maybe it is 400 milliamp hours inside. of this. But it's hard to measure it correctly since the display is turned on once you connect the power. But anyway, I mean, of course, this display isn't free in terms of power. It does draw something, some kind of current, and it has a power draw basically. So that's a fact you can't get away from. But let's see what happens when we reach 1.5 hours here, and see if it's done charging then, and what the figures are at that point. Right. So yeah, I walked away for a little while, and we can see that a couple of interesting things actually. First of all, this is showing 100%. Let's zoom in a little bit. So 100%, so it's fully charged, but I was hoping that this would stop counting time, but it didn't, because even though it's fully charged, it's showing 200 milliamp of power draw and 774 milliamp hours, 1 hour 46 minutes. So I suppose it was fully charged at around 1.5 hours. That seems reasonable. And maybe we got like 650 to 700 milliamp hours once it became fully charged. But the interesting thing is that first of all, yes, the battery capacity is probably around 400 milliamp hours at least. On the other hand, 200 milliamps, so we're drawing 1 watt when the battery is fully charged. So the circuitry and display here, yeah, is drawing about 1 watt, I suppose, since it's not charging the battery anymore. So yeah, let's see if we can calculate something. So attempting a voiceover instead, since there were some issues with the microphone. Let's try to calculate the battery capacity by subtracting the amount of power used by the display in the unit. So we have a 1.75 hours or so of runtime on the charger. We multiply it by the 200 milliamps of current drawn. So that's about 350 milliamp hours that have been used during the charge cycle by the display, out of the total 775 or so milliamp hours in total. So let's see if we can subtract that. So we have about 750 milliamp hours in total minus 350, and well, voila, we get exactly 400 milliamp hours, which should be then the amount that has entered the actual cell. So that's pretty good, considering the specifications on the box said that the battery should be 400 milliamp hours. So it might actually be correct, and seems to add up. Of course, then you can argue that, well, 350 milliamps then, or 350 milliamp hours, is almost 400. So if 350 milliamp hours were drawn at the same time by the charging circuitry and the display showing the device charging, you basically have you're basically using as much power as the actual battery capacity during a single charge, just to show the display with the battery animation. So you're getting some losses, you could say. You could charge the battery twice instead of just once. But yeah, of course that's not a huge problem. The most important thing here is that of course the battery capacity seems to be pretty much correct, and I suppose that it took about 1.5 hours to charge the device. So the in-scam might not be a scam, apart from the maybe not so good QA process regarding the charging lead. Yeah. So the device is pretty neat. Let's try to summarize the impressions of this device. Well, my impressions, well, the important part is of course your impression of it, since I hope this video might help you to make an informed decision on whether you like it or not, or want to purchase it or not. But I do like it very much, actually. For the money, and considering you can get it practically for free, it has some nice features, and I would buy a second one for sure. It's a nice enough gift as well, like for Christmas, or if you have some someone who's interested in looking a bit closer on things, and you can zoom in and out with the buttons as well. I suppose that it's a digital zoom, but it works pretty well. You have 8 LEDs you can adjust the brightness of. You can take still pictures, you can record video and store it on an SD card, and no SD card is included, but they don't cost a whole lot anymore. And well, you have a pretty simple interface. It's like 4 buttons on the side, and it's pretty easy to navigate around the options once you get a hang of it. And of course, I really do like the fact that you can connect it to your PC as well, and get a large screen, large display. And yeah, like a micro SD card that doesn't cost a lot, even though it's not included. You can get a 32 gigabyte one for basically pennies nowadays. And although it didn't work with my old 128 megabyte Nokia card, that's no big deal. It works with newer cards, it seems, and you have a USB-C interface, which is nice, of course, today. Although, yeah, the lead wasn't very... the included one wasn't very good, since it's shorted out. Yeah, so I think this is a good gift for yourself, or if you know someone who is interested in, well, looking closer at things, basically. The price is good. I will for sure buy another one, and it's great to have in your pocket. There is one thing that I'm missing for this device, and actually that's a pocket pouch. since the device is you don't want to scratch the LCD screen, nor the lens, nor the optical lens on the side, and it's like a pocket size device, so it would have been nicer to include like a soft sleeved pouch for it to store in your pocket, so it doesn't get scratched up, and you can bring it with you when you go out into the forest or whatever, you know, or on a trip or something somewhere. And yeah, and also of course with the optical lens, I suppose if you go out into the forest or something and it's sunny, you can probably start a fire with it, if you need to cook a meal or something, you know. And at the same time, like having a closer look at insects and whatnot. When I was a kid, I would have loved such a device. I'm just saying, that's what I'm trying to convey. It would have been great, but at my time when I was a kid, such devices did not really exist, to my knowledge. So yeah, it's a really nice device actually. I can only recommend it, but do be aware of the charging cable. So oh yeah, and before we end this video, let's see what it actually weighs, because it's a portable device, so weight might be something you want to know about. 58 grams, which is around 2 ounces, it seems. So 58 grams with the strap for your wrist included, but no pouch. So if you put it in a pouch, when you bring it with you, then add maybe, I don't know, 10 grams or so, depending on the specifications or attributes of the pouch. So yeah, a really nice device. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did, and I hope that the viewer, you who wanted a closer look at the HP USB dongle for the HP975 keyboard, that you got the information that you needed, and I hope you find such a dongle to buy somewhere. Alright, that's pretty much it for this one. So look forward to upcoming videos, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye bye.